Welcome everybody, this is GameThane. This is a chicken farm. Well, actually there's three, not including these two. These two are really together. One's compact than the other. What would happen with... Actually, sorry, first I'd like to say I'd advise you not to skip to the end bit, because one might have something that you would like to use in like a faction world or a survival world, and one might not have that. So this is the first design. This is incredibly huge and not compact. You wouldn't really need the minecarts. All you would need is hoppers down to the chest here. But this is, bear with me, this is my first design. I did not work on this much. You'd have your breeding grounds here. All the chickens would breed eggs with themselves. Not really, actually. Chickens are the only animals in Minecraft that don't need another animal to breed. So yeah, that's a breeding. To collect the eggs, you'd simply press the collecting, send a minecart down to the collector, I guess you could call it, and then it would send the items into the chest. Then you would have the collection, which would push the minecarts back and send their items back into the chest. This is a flawed design. Let me just change the term. This is a flawed design, and it's not at all that good unless you just want to use it to collect eggs. But I would not use this. I would use my last. Well, actually, I'd use the two. First, that one and that one. This one is exactly the same as that one. The only difference is its sheer failure, I guess you could say, because it is huge. It is not exactly at all good, and it's not useful. Well, actually it is useful because they're both the same, but they're actually, this one, as you can see, slightly bigger at the top and slightly smaller, whereas this one is slightly larger. Basically, yeah, I'll skip that. I'll go to this one. So first you would click acquire. Minecart is out of place, so push it there, press acquire, push the minecart down to there, and then you send it to the acquiring bay, which will just put the items into the minecart. Then you go retriever, which would send the minecart back. To kill the chickens, you just pull this lever, but first, well, yeah, you just pull the lever and then just drown them. That would collect their eggs, their raw chicken and feathers. It will not collect cooked chicken, because this doesn't actually cook chickens. The last one does. Now, yeah, so that's the killing bit, and that just got crushed. Poor little chicken. Reproduce. So just read the notes. Press 1 to send eggs. Note: killing option must be off. It's off before you call the minecart back. So minecart's over here, I know that. So it's at the reproducing bay, and it will just throw the items, the chicken eggs, into here, and the thing will just the dispenser will keep shooting. Has a comparator. It should have a comparator, unless I might have destroyed it because I didn't use it. So all you need is a comparator next to it, or 2 blocks away. I think next to it still works, and it will. 2 blocks away should still work, but I'd still keep next to it because you want to make it compact. So you'd have the signal to keep repeating, and it keeps shooting out the chicken eggs. Wait for 15 minutes, and then the chickens will grow. And yeah, and then you just call it back. Reading this, for every 1 item in a hopper, the output will be 0.5 seconds. I think it's actually 3 items in 1 second, something like that. But that's actually wrong, so you can just forget about reading the signs. and change it to your liking. So that's the formula to doing it. The lamp is on, the minecart is at the reproducing bay, and minecart, oh that's right, because I didn't let it go over the detector rail. So by it going over the detector rail, it will light it up. Actually, you know what, I'll send it back and you can see it better. So it'd go over to the detector rail and it will tell you that it's at the reproducing bay. Press it again and light would go off. That's because when it's at the detector rail, it will lock. It basically go over it and it will lock it, and it's actually sending power from there to the front, and it just keeps sending the power, and then it send the power to the redstone torch lamp. And for it to go off, you'd have the minecart go over the detector rail. The detector rail would send a signal up to this piston here that would basically block off the forget about that noise. You know what, let me just change it down to about 15. Yeah, and yeah, so that's when that signal happens, it will just completely stop the lock and it'd cut it off, and it'd pull back and then, you know, press it off again. So that always works, and that's actually a really good technique, good trick to make in a. This is pretty good to make if you don't want to have raw chicken, if you don't want to have cooked chicken, if you want to have raw chicken and chicken eggs and what else? Chicken eggs and feathers, yeah. So that's good in a way. But the best is over here. In my opinion, it's the best. Don't worry about that sign, but pull for opinion. I didn't put anything like my opinion, so it's your opinion. Pull for opinion. Opinion can be amazing or horrible, but this is what it is. A bit laggy, and that's that. So basically, from these huge designs, I came up with that, and that's just basically a fully automatic. This is slightly automatic. So yeah, so this is basically collecting eggs and all that. This is full of chicken eggs, but we can forget about that. So I've kept these chickens as an example. There's about probably 100 maybe in here, and all you would have to do is pull the lever, kill lever up equals lava, so it's a lava flow. Wait 4 seconds down equals kill. So pull it, and that will create like a sheet that will burn the chickens. Might actually push out the items, that is a problem, but you can always put hoppers around to collect the items and put it into one chest. But yeah, then it put whatever items are in there into here, but I don't know where they've gone. They must have jumped out. It's because I got too many chickens in here. But yeah, so that's that. Or I think, yeah, I would have too many chickens. So that's that. That works. That's just slightly automatic. And then you've got the fully automatic, which is this. Let me just turn that off. That's a T flip-flop, by the way. So let's just turn that off. Oh, wait. There we go. Aimed that wrong. Okay, so basically what's happening is, to set it off, make it work, you just destroy this torch and then replace it. Right now I've got an item in it. On it. Fuck, don't want that. So, shouldn't swear. Yeah, okay. So, don't worry about that. You don't need that trapdoor, I just put it there just so I can demonstrate what's happening. So what's happening actually is you turn it on, the dispenser would shoot out an item, land on a pressure plate. 5 minutes later the item will despawn, then it'd activate this dispenser and land on a pressure plate. 5 minutes, despawn. Same thing here, and then it 5 minutes later, despawn, and then the power to this dispenser, it will shoot out a block, any block, onto this here pressure plate on a fence gate, so when the item falls it will actually land on the side and land over here, as you can see. So the output will cut this torch off and allow power to this torch, and then it will lock the power so then it won't turn off, and then the output will be basically these three, redstone dust, and so it'd go over here to the T flip-flop, and yeah, so I'll get to that later, but when that's on, it will send a 32 tick delay, or 8 repeaters with with a 4 tick delay on each, so that's full delay, and that altogether 32 ticks, and that will basically turn the redstone torch off, and well, actually, yes, that will turn off the redstone torch and then stop the lock. The output first would, so 8 seconds would, as you saw before, create a sheet. Oh, sorry, let me get that. 8 repeaters. It'd create that sheet that would burn up and kill the chickens, and then, oh, don't worry about that. I'll get to that, hold on. So yeah, so that would basically cut off this redstone torch, that would pull back this piston, and with a 5 tick delay it'd activate that piston, that will stop the power, stop the lava from flowing. You only need 1 lava bucket, by the way. I had a dispenser here before and then I found out I could fix that. So yeah, so the lava will stop flowing, cut the flow, and then that piston would pull back, that would create a sheet, then burn the chickens, put them into the chest. So that's that, and that's quite a compact design, but for the T flip-flop bit, so the output will happen, output charge, it'd send power to the T flip-flop. When it's on the second 15 minutes, the chickens will stop spawning and they will basically die. And then on the first 15 minutes, when the block is in here, that's the second 15 minutes. When a block is here, it's the first 15 minutes. In the first 15 minutes, the chickens will spawn and it stop the killing. So I'll just show you now. So that's on the second 15 minutes. And on the first 15 minutes, it just lock it up and allow power to go through. With a comparator on the side, the chickens will basically spawn like that. Well, actually there was only 1 chicken before, but yeah, so you'd have your eggs in here from this little breeder into the hooper, into the dispenser, and they just keep spawning for 15 minutes. And then after, when it's basically gone through its huge cycle, not huge but a small cycle, gone through its cycle I should say, it would reset. T flip-flop goes over there and it would stop power and allow the chickens to grow to its full mature state in the 15 minutes, because that's how fast they grow, is in 15 minutes they grow to their mature state. And the end there, and yeah, there. Sorry, I just mixed up my words. So that's that. That is basically as compact as you can go. That's with the timer. This is without the timer. All the blocks, the amount of blocks that you have to use, will be in this. In the description. I hope you do enjoy this video. I would like, if you do end up using this, then I mean, that's great. You don't really have to tell me, but it's just awesome that if you would use it. So yeah, that's a chicken farm, fully automatic, and I'll see you next time.